Hello and welcome to this Xbox Life episode 311, Delayed in China. I am one of your hosts, Brun, BJ Swick33. Along with me this week is one of the other two, Mr. Presar. How are you today?
Hey, pretty good, man. I'm Rob, also known as Prestar on Xbox Live. Good to be here as always,
So,
and the audio is good.
oh, good. Yeah, I could hear it coming through. So,
Yes.
yeah, for first people in the room. Well, obviously you may not be in here now, but we'll have to check on our audio levels because not only am I hosting this week, where we had audio levels issues before, I'm not using XSplit anymore, so I'm actually using OBS. So we have to kind of go with that and see how it goes. It took me about 30 minutes to set up the show, so we will see.
Looking
But
good so far, my
yeah,
friend.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm not going to nitpick or anything, but that intro was a little loud and it kind of blasted my ears. But
oh
I think we're
yeah.
good otherwise.
Well, see, the one thing about like XSplit, you can play videos in there. OBS, you
Yeah.
have to have you have to download a plugin. And with the plugin, you can actually say stream it through my machine, the audio through my machine, or just stream the audio straight to this, stream it straight to the stream, or stream it through my box. So I just said go to straight to the stream. So I didn't even hear the audio. I can just see the meters bouncing.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's I the audio. It was actually louder than what I actually hit the boundaries on. I hit the max limit at a certain area. So hopefully we're loud enough. It says Presar
Yeah.
seems a little low.
I just bumped my volume a tiny bit. I'm almost maxed out
Okay.
because of how
And
we have it set up. So I just bumped it a tiny bit. I can't really bump it anymore.
yeah,
I don't know if there's something you can do, Brun.
I can. How's he sound now? I think Hawk is the one that's.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll give
Yeah,
it a second
we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
because I can bump my system audio up a little bit because we're not even hitting the peak on OBS, so turning up OBS shouldn't actually do anything. So, but oh, he says better. Okay,
Okay. Looks
let me
better.
let
Okay.
me. I'll still
Excellent.
boost it on my side.
Boost
Um,
it. Boost it.
Here, I'll knock it up to 40, 41. And so some people might hear a ding, ding. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. If I
So
move my mic closer, it'll actually can't really go too much closer, but it picks up too much of my breathing. I
so
breathe.
yeah.
I do that occasionally.
All right. So today I'm supporting the Xbox shirt. You saw it earlier, Rob.
That is a
Every
cool shirt.
Everybody else can see it. I will explain why I'm wearing this shirt at the end of the show. Some people can speculate.
Oh, wait.
What?
Huh.
Huh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
So
speculating.
yeah, but all right. Obviously you can see there's just two of us. Wingman's not here. I got the awesome looking jet fighter there in the picture for him, of course. But let's get started. So, of course, everybody, we'd like to welcome you and we like to ask for a little bit of assistance, if you can, by shopping at Amazon using our link. When you purchase anything on there, I just did a couple weeks ago for purchasing all my components in my PC that I upgraded with, and they are working fine. And hopefully that all goes there and it helps out. Um,
Excellent.
yep, and everybody who usually comes and watches the stream and everything, I know you guys are all using it, and it's very helpful. And obviously, you guys know we pay it back, so that's
Exactly.
we appreciate it. So this xboxlife.com/amazon, or go to the site and we have a thing on the right hand side of the site where you can click there and it'll take you there. So everybody go buy your everybody go buy your own iPhone 6s. You can't buy them through
Sure.
Amazon, can you? I don't think you can. That's
Nah,
a bummer.
probably not.
You know how much money we'd have made? Hopefully everybody here hopefully everybody here is an iPhone fan and not an Android fan. So
Wait. There's money to be made.
yeah. Well, not for us, for the show.
You guys are holding out on me then.
So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're going to be getting your accessories. There you go.
Yeah,
Get them through
accessories.
the TXL link. If you're gonna get pens,
Hmm.
get them. Contact lens solution.
Mm.
What else I got? What that's scissors.
Yeah.
Get them all from
Case
TXL
cases
Amazon.
for a nice iPhone 6 like
Yes,
this.
yes.
Ooh, which I almost dropped.
Whoa.
Yeah, but all right. Android. I knew some people were going Android. Android. Um, all right.
Is there
Cool.
anything else?
Nope. We can go with what we've been playing. So I'll let you go first.
All right. So this week I've been playing a little bit more of Stick It to the Man, and I've basically gone through and I've finished the game, just wrapping up some loose ends of things that I missed while I was playing, and I've said the last couple weeks that I've been playing it. I think actually last 2 weeks, the game was a pleasant surprise. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm glad I got a copy to play it because I probably would have passed this game by very, very easily. But very different game and a lot of fun. Some corny humor in there and such. I also played the Forza Horizon 2 demo. So this was a demo that came out on Tuesday, and it was a very cool. The graphics on it are awesome. Uh, I'm just gonna do a little gripe on the demo, and it's very minor. The cars look amazing. The weather, the plants, the the asphalt, everything looks amazing. I don't feel that the people have kept up though. When you see the people, they don't move as it's like they don't match.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm explaining it properly. It's like they've taken the visuals of the cars, the physics, the vegetation, the sky, the weather. It all looks so amazing, and then the people look like they're out of Forza Horizon. It
Yeah.
just um, I don't know, but then again, maybe it's a little early to judge that because it is a demo. It's not the final release, and also the people in the game are not really part of the game. They're just like extra visuals because the game is racing. But that's just a little minor gripe. Otherwise, I found that it's kind of rough to drive on off the roads when you're doing the off-roading.
Hmm.
Man, it was actually I talked to Wing briefly the other day about it, and he said, "Yeah, like the first race, I came in last." And I'm like, "Me too," which is rare, just because it's when you're first going into this game, it's so hard to get used to driving off road for so long. Because usually in Forzas, you're on the road
Right.
or you're in a rally type of thing where you're still on a racetrack, but it might be dirt. I mean, here you're just going through bushes, you're going through fields and such, and you're sliding all over the place. So it takes a little while to get used to it. After about 2 or 3 races, I kind of got the hang of it. But it was just really odd that that first race, you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And as you're driving through these fields, you're looking for a checkpoint. That's kind of how they kept people um, on the course of
Hmm.
the race. So you can go wherever you want, just as long as you go through the next checkpoint, which is marked by there's kind of like a beacon that shines into the sky, and these like two smoke bombs or whatever you want to call it that are like billowing smoke up
Yeah.
into there. So you have to drive between them. But otherwise, the game is pretty sweet looking. I'm really excited for it to come out later on this month. I did have something odd happen, and I don't know if it just happened to me or if this is normal. But I went through and I played a whole bunch of races, and then my console was acting kind of weird, so I cold booted it,
Mm.
and then I was back to the starting point, and the demo didn't save any of my progress. I didn't check to see if this is normal behavior, but it was kind of a bummer. I really lost the interest to play through those first races again. So I think I'm kind of done with the demo. So I'm just curious if this happened to everybody, or if this was just a glitch with my system and it didn't save my position or whatnot. And let's see, did I place any? Oh yeah, yeah. Other than those two, I did finally boot up Guacamele, and it's interesting. It's got some interesting aspects to it. I only played maybe about an hour of it. What is that? Guacamele Super Turbo Championship Edition or whatever it's called.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
crazy.
it's got the funky name like that. It the music in it is interesting, and but I like the art. It's kind of a cool game, and with games like Guacamele and Stick It to the Man and such, I was thinking the other day I'm actually kind of happy about how there's some quality $15 games that have been coming out for the systems. Because I remember, Brian, I don't know if you remember a couple, I don't know, maybe 2 years back, we were talking about how the price of the games is pretty high, and the um, you don't always get what you pay for. At least that was kind of like our interpretation of
Right.
things.
Yep.
And with games being originally like $50 and now they're $60, that's quite an outlay for people.
Hmm.
Especially if you're going to be buying a couple of games a month. If something is, if there's like a holiday season coming around or a lot of releases one after another. And we had talked about how, if prices were a lot more reasonable, that, we'd feel better about the purchases and stuff. And here we are. There's some decent $15 games. And not that this is something new, it's been the case for a while, but for me at least, it seems like it's been happening more and more. Because like Max Curse of the Brotherhood was really good. I liked Brothers Tale of Two Sons. That was a while ago. Shadow Complex.
Oh
That
yeah.
was one of my most favorite games from oh so long ago. I
Yep.
can't believe
Same
that
here.
was like 5 years ago, right?
I wish,
Almost.
and then like the rumors of them making a second one, I was just like, yes, and
Oh,
it's
what a
like
tease!
haven't heard anything from it. So
Yeah, what a tease.
yeah, and somebody did mention
But
that the demo doesn't save. So you're
oh,
asking if it
okay,
saved. So
yeah. So
yep,
okay then
yep,
that is to be expected,
yep.
and I'm still not gonna play it again. Maybe I'll think it worth it. But you know what really irked me though? When I restarted that thing, it made me sit through that video.
Yeah,
Made me sit through that video the entire time, and as nice as it is, I wish you could skip it.
yeah. It's like it's. Oh no, I'll explain a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
continue.
Really, it's curious you're saying certain things. Okay, and yeah, so Guacamele, the graphics on it are pretty cool, and I need to get some more gameplay into it. I think it's a game that I might like, but I just need some more time into it. And I think that's really about it.
Hmm.
Really about it. One more thing I just wanted to follow up on. I talked, I think it was last episode or the one before, about how um, it was about the firmware updates and such. And I mentioned how I thought it would be really cool if they could actually show you like what version your controller's on and all. Well, with the preview edition that's out now, I don't know if it's out in the full release that people have. It does show you the version of the firmware for the controllers, and it even shows you the version of the headset adapter. So you
Yeah.
can go in there and you can update them. And I actually found that one of my controllers was behind and both of my headset adapters were behind. So I updated them both because I've been having some weird problems lately with my controllers and audio not working properly. So hopefully that'll take care of it. So I just thought I would mention it. And they did move that all now into that new accessories and controllers section of the menu. It's not in the old um, wherever it was. I think it was under system initially, but that's all I got. How about you, Brun? What have you been playing?
Well,
Hmm.
besides more programming, um,
Yeah.
I finally, in preparation and things like that, I finally went out and actually bought Destiny.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
yeah, and I actually bought it on the 360 because if you buy it on the
Right.
360, you get it for both consoles. So why would you not
Yes.
want to have it for both consoles? But
Exactly.
the question I do have, and maybe somebody will know, does anybody remember if it was if you buy the season passes? Do the season pass, like whatever they're calling their season pass? I don't know. Everybody understands what I say season pass, but
Yeah.
their content passes or whatever. If you buy it digitally on the 360, do you get it up on the Xbox One as well?
That's a good
I was
question.
just curious before I buy it because if I buy it, I'm gonna buy it. Would want to buy it to get it for both. So
Yeah, that creates a interesting situation because I would think a season pass for a game is a season pass.
all right, I'll have
You
to
know.
look it up. I figured I'd ask while I was on
Yeah.
here because I couldn't quite remember what it was. But that's really all I got to play was Destiny. And my first experience with it, um, which was Friday. I think Friday I played a little bit. You go through the full intro at the beginning, which kind of takes a while to get through, and then I'm going through the first level, and I level up to level 2, and then all of a sudden it's like
Yeah.
the Destiny servers are not cannot be accessed, and I got dumped out of the game because it
Oops.
lost connection to the Destiny servers. So I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. And then it makes me start not all the way over, but pretty much like way back from like even before I hit level 2. So here I am running around a level 2 like through the stuff where I just fought through and then had to do it all over again. So that was my first experience with it. That is not a way. That is not,
Okay.
the way you want to experience a game for the first time. So, and then I happened to play a little bit more um, uh, today and got up to like level. I think I'm like a level 8 or something now. So
Okay.
played it with my buddy. My buddy has it on the 360. So, but
Okay.
everybody else seems to have it on the Xbox One.
Yes,
So
I do.
maybe I'll have to join sometime. But that's really all I got to play. I played like 10 minutes of Age of Empires Castle
Okay.
Siege, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. It is basically Clash of Clans, but Microsoft's version.
Mm.
So I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I'll go try this. And then as soon as I saw it was a Clash of Clans clone, I'm like, I won't be coming back to this at all.
Yeah.
So I remember playing Clash of Clans like right when it first came out. And
Right.
after, I don't know, 3 days when it was like, you have to wait 1 week for this to upgrade.
Oh,
And it's like, or pay $25. And then it was like,
extortion.
yeah. But by time you would get the money and stuff to upgrade it again, you would just get attacked. And then they would take all your money. And then by the time you build up the money again, you'd get attacked. So you'd never get past this one point. So, um, but yeah, it was crappy.
Yeah, I've
So
got some coworkers that play that, and I got talked into trying it for a while, and it seemed cool. I just refused to pay. I'm not going to pay money for that stuff, and it like I only lasted up until I think it would take about 30 hours for things to happen, and at that point, it's just like no,
yeah,
uninstall. I don't
yeah,
think so. And they trick you. They trick you in the beginning to use up all of your coins
yeah. That they give
or
you.
whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you cannot continue through this um, through this walkthrough until you click all the things we want you to click, which means use 50 gold to complete this now. Oh, all I had was 50 gold.
Yeah.
So then you start with 0. Yeah, but
And it was
they do have a way where it's getting gold. You'd have to try it to see it, but as soon as I saw exactly kind of what it was, I was just like, no thanks. So it is, yeah, yeah. Clash of Clans with the dollar sign. Very good
Yeah.
visual.
Oh, that's totally right on. And though, they must be doing really good because I actually saw them. We have in Chicago, our commuter rail out here is it's called Metra. It's
Hmm.
the big diesel uh, commuter rail,
Hmm.
and they have Clash of Clans advertisements in the vestibules. So I mean, if they are advertising this thing and it's getting out into just if it's in a train,
Hmm.
not that it's cheap advertising, but I mean that means that they're trying to like blanket everywhere.
Yeah.
And if they're going to be buying that advertising, they must be doing pretty good.
Right. Right. But all
So
right. Well, that's all I really got into this week
yeah,
was Diablo. So, but all right. So with Wing being out, he kind of had a last minute thing and kind of hopped out, and with Destiny being the big hot news last week and stuff like that.
is he
Um,
playing Destiny right now?
no,
See what his status
he's
is.
not he's not home.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
um, but we got a list of news, and we don't really have a roundtable today. It was kind of really hard to find something, and I think Mark put out there on the Facebook, is there anything we want us to talk about, and really didn't get any hits. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like instead of trying to force something, we don't want to force anything. We want to find something that we kind of like. So what we'll do instead of just doing the 1 minute news, maybe we'll kind of alternate if you'd like, and kind of hit these news stories, and once we're done with these, then uh, we might have a quick show tonight. So, but you want me to hit it first?
I can start off.
Okay.
The first one over here. This is actually kind of cool, where the Xbox One controller plus cable is going to be available for the PC, so you can be playing PC games with your Xbox One controller. Now, to me, this is just a regular control, or it's just a regular Xbox One controller with a micro USB cable, which I think the thing actually I don't remember if it comes with it.
No, if you buy
No, it
if you
doesn't.
buy if you buy the Xbox One controller and the playing charge kit, you have pretty much what that has there. So I'm
Yeah.
not exactly sure what they're doing, because I know for a fact, for some reason, that you can take an Xbox One controller with a play and charge kit, plug it in your PC, and it works. So I'm not exactly sure what this whole thing is to do. Hopefully, it's not like,
It could be like full driver's support or something.
yeah, maybe they're selling it cheaper, but I'm wondering if it's actually, if that one works on the Xbox One, or if it just doesn't have like the wireless component into it or something like that. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is a straight wired controller. So
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be just a regular controller plus the cable.
yeah.
So this is going to be coming out in November of 2014. It's going to be Windows 7 and 8 compatible controller, and yeah, it's I would think that for those of us that already have Xbox Ones, or at least the controllers, all you need is a micro USB cable, and then you'd
Hmm.
have this functionality. You don't need to buy this separate if you want to use it with your Windows PC.
Yep.
So you can look for that this holiday season.
All right. Forza Horizon 2 gives away cars, and VIP membership and car pass announced. So Microsoft is giving away 8 free cars to Forza Horizon 2 players to coincide the game's launch on September 30th. The launch plus bonus DLC car pack adds on a 200 plus car roster with a diverse selection of vehicles, such as the 2015 Ford Mustang GT. The DLC pack will also contain 3 cars new to the franchise: the 1993 that Clio Williams, and the 97 Land Rover Defender 90, and the 2003 Ford Focus RS.
Hmm.
Um, Here's a full list of the 8 cars that you're getting for free. You get a 56 Ford F-150, a 68 Abarth 5.
F100.
Sorry. What'd I say?
F-150.
Oh, sorry. F100. A 68. What's that?
Abarth.
Abarth 595. Whatever. An 80. Here's the good one. Is that what that's supposed to be?
S.
S. Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
An 87 Buick Regal GNX.
Nice.
That's
Grand National, baby.
yeah. That one there kind of cracks me up.
That's awesome.
93.
Those cars, they were the real deal
Yeah.
back in the 80s, man. If you had a Grand National, you were like big
rolling in the dough.
Oh, no.
Oh.
These things were so fast. They were turbo.
Jeez.
They probably had like 200 horsepower. I don't know what it is. It was a V6 turbo.
That's
it was
funny.
Super fast, which according to today's standards is probably nothing.
93 Clio Williams. 97 Land Rover. The 93 or 03 Ford Focus. 12 Cadillac Escalade and a 15 Ford Mustang GT. That's the full list. Like I said, they also announced the VIP membership and Car Pass. The membership will receive 5-car VIP car pack, with 4 of those cars being new to the franchise. Players will also gain in-game rewards at double the normal rate, as well as have access to exclusive multiplayer events, in-game gifts, and special recognition. So, the Car Pass gives players access to 6 monthly add-ons featuring 5 cars beginning in October. Players who purchase the Car Pass will receive a 2010 Noble M600. So you'll get the Car Pass actually offers a total of 31 cars, and that's about it. It looks like the membership will cost $20. So not that bad, actually. So $20 is not that bad. You know, the one thing about these passes, though, it's kind of like they're almost... If you're doing a pass and you're getting like the DLC that anybody can go buy, so here's a kind of a problem that I'm kind of seeing coming.
Okay.
If it's just DLC, so you know, like Battlefield, you're going to get 5 DLC packs, but if you buy, you know, the thing, you get them all. But you're actually getting a discount of like $20 or $15, $20 or $10 or something like that. And you get a double XP, you get a guaranteed double XP weekend, right?
Okay.
But when I'm reading this here, it's kind of like, you know, only if you spend this extra money do you get to take advantage of special events. You get to do this, you get to do that. And then like you're actually earning rewards double the rate of anybody else.
Yeah,
that's not a double XP weekend. That's you're receiving double, you know,
XP game.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, all of a sudden the people that buy the $20, they're going to be driving around in faster cars. And, you know, if they're able to buy things and add-ons and stuff to vehicles, I'm not sure how Forza Horizon actually works, but, you know, it's almost like it's a pay to win. And the only reason why it's a pay to win is because you can make it twice as fast. Yeah, and it seems kind of weird. Like if you wanted to do the special events is one thing. Like, hey, you know, on this week, you know, like I'm thinking more like Battlefield. Like on this weekend, you get double XP, or on this weekend, on this Saturday, there's a special event that only VIP people can get, and so on and so forth. You know, the whole 31 cars, you get 31 cars that nobody else can get. You know, really? You know, is it going to be a DLC? But it seems like this pass here is just like we withheld stuff from the game, and you can only get it if you give us more money. It's not like you're not saving on DLC. You're actually paying more to get more of the game, and I don't understand that. I don't like that at all. So
another way to look at it, and going along with what you were saying, is another way to look at it is that the game's $60. The season pass, or what do they call it, the VIP membership,
yeah, it's 20.
Another $20,
and that's not that. I don't want to make it sound like that's a lot of money or anything.
No.
It's really not, but it's like $20, and you're withholding all of this stuff from everybody. It's crazy.
Well, I guess one thing that's sort of one thing that's cool about it though is if you had the Forza 5 VIP, it's discounted, it's half price, so it is a little bit cheaper for those that bought it
Hmm.
last time around. But what the thing I don't really like is the potential for this kind of stuff to go along the lines of you can buy. I mean, this essentially changes the game. Instead of a $60 game, it changes it to an $80 game. So you can buy this as an $80 game and get it, let's say, the way it should be. However, if you want to pay the normal $60 price, you're actually getting lesser of a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's sort of like artificially increasing the price of the game through add ons when you're trying to maintain a $60 sticker price on the
Right.
game. You know, because right now, if a company goes, okay, or let's say if these guys say Forza Horizon 2 is going to be $70 instead of 60, there's going to be a big outrage. I think people are going to say, you know, why is this game 70 and everything else is 60? Well, they can essentially get the same thing by just doing this kind of stuff.
Right.
And it's happening more and more,
Yeah.
which, you know, with what they're doing here, like personally, I don't care for all the cars. Like base game comes with what, 210, 20 cars.
Right.
What's another 30 cars? Those 200 cars are already too much for me.
Yeah. I did the Forza 5 or the Forza 4
Okay.
pass and got all their cars. Like I got like 3 or 4 months worth of cars, and they're
Right.
still pumping out cars. But now
Yeah.
it's just like I have to pay for them, and I'm just like, no, I got enough, thanks. Um,
Exactly.
but
But
you
you
know,
know, the
yeah,
way that I play at least Forza games or a lot of racing games
hmm
is I have my favorite car
right,
and I
same
race
here.
that all the time unless I have to use one for a different class. Like if it's a four off, you know, like right now in Forza Horizon, the original, I've got this souped up Corvette that I drive just almost for every race.
Hmm
And then I've got this pickup that I drive for my four wheel races. And I just like alternate between those cars.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
And
the same way, and I'm on the same way in Forza. Like I'll drive my decked out like BMW M5 because
yeah,
that's like my car that I want in real life is one of those things. So it's like why not
yeah,
drive it? And I
you like
toast
it.
everybody in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and it's just like the one thing about like the season pass. It's like it's season passes don't bother me if it's like if you're going to buy all the DLC by the season pass, you get the last DLC for free. You know, it kind of turns out this way. But this one's like, oh, if you pay the extra, you know, it just seems kind of weird on this one. I don't know. I don't know. But one more thing is like you know the next news story happens to be Forza related too, and I'm just going to say it real quick since we were talking about Forza is you guys can go you know anybody who orders it right now it's digital pre-order and you can actually start downloading it and have it ready. So you just can't start playing it until 12:01 a.m. on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
digital pre-order. So which is cool.
You know, I guess we might have our round tables spread out
Well, yeah,
amongst
yeah,
all of our stories here.
yeah.
And I was given some, I don't mean to totally sidetrack this, but I was thinking about the pre orders and all, and how we were thinking about how awesome it would be to have games preload, have the digital ordering and such, so you can just play it immediately as soon as it's released. You don't need to wait for the UPS guy to show up. You don't need to go to GameStop, Best Buy, wherever it is that you get your games from. And now that it's here, I have kind of mixed feelings on it. Because I think it's just because I'm cheap. Because you get this cool benefit, but you pay full price. There's no discounts on anything. That kind of stinks.
Yeah,
And and I wish they would do something to sweeten that a little bit,
yeah.
a little bit more. Am I being greedy?
No. I
Uh,
the thing is here's the thing is if they want to move people from disc to digital, they need to drop
Right.
the price like $10. There has to be an incentive, like you say, and that's if they want to move people.
Yeah.
If they, as soon as they get rid of all the discs, and stuff like
Then you have
that,
no choice.
and then you have no choice. But my thing is once you get rid of all the discs, I think the prices will drop. I know that kind of sounds backwards, and they are companies, and it'll probably never ever happen that way.
Right. Right.
But it's just like you know, um, I don't know. Yeah, I would like to see it be a little bit cheaper. And a lot of people like, I think $30, like people say, no, it needs to be half the price. No, it doesn't. I think saving $10, $15 would be nice. But
Yeah.
the one other thing is I would like this. I think the first step is to get digital copies to drop in price in general. If I can go to a bargain bin and find it for $4.99, I shouldn't have to pay $20 for it to download it. Online, like Steam sales. We need to get stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know why console. I'm a huge console fan. I love. I went through the
Yep.
whole 360. I did not go back to PC until the end of the 360's life, and when the Xbox One's coming around. And now that I'm back on PC, I've probably bought 80 games. Probably
Wow.
80 games in Steam, and
Oh, yeah.
and
It's
I
probably not a huge outlay of cash though.
yeah, I think I spent like maybe $100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like these games are, I'm talking like Deus Ex, Hitman. Like I bought the whole Hitman series, bought the whole Deus Ex series. I bought Civ 4, Civ 5, all their expansions. I mean, it's just I have this massive library, and it's just like, yeah, I bought that entire series for $8. But if you go over to Xbox Live and you try to buy Civ Revolutions, it's $20.
Yep.
And that game is 7 years old. So I mean, it's crazy. But all right, I'll let you hit the
And I
next one.
think and I think when something's that cheap, it opens itself up more for kind of like a impulse purchase.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because when things are digital, you can easily do an impulse purchase, but when a game is super cheap on top of it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. And in some cases, you don't care because if the game, like a full series, if let's say a 3 game series is $8, that's cheaper than like a Chipotle burrito for
All right.
lunch,
Yep.
and it lasts you a heck of a lot longer than that burrito
Yeah.
is as well. So it would be cool if they do something in the future. It'll probably come, but we'll see
Yeah.
when.
Yeah. In one way, you're hypothetically crapping your money away, and the other way, you're actually crapping your money away. So. So and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
and Vengeful and Hawk are on here, and it's like they do have a weekly sales on Xbox, and Vengeful mentioned that they do have a
Yeah,
sales tab on Smart Glass. So make sure everybody goes out there and checks. Sometimes they're talking, and sometimes the sales are good. So don't forget
yep,
about that.
that's right.
All right, continue with the news.
All right. This is September 17th. When was that? That was Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. Yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, September 17th. Age of Empires Castle Siege launched. This is available on Windows 8 for PC and tablets, Windows Phone 8 and 8.1. Free to play, pay to win, I guess, right?
Yeah, we kind of already discussed that one.
Yeah, kind of talked about it a little bit. Just, I don't know. It's just like another one of the clone games trying to cash in. But you might like it. It's
Yep.
free to play, especially if it's on a tablet and such or on a mobile phone. It'd
Yeah.
be real easy to play.
Yep. It's on Windows 8 as well. So
Yep, yep.
all right. Um, the Guardians of the Galaxy game you never knew existed. So, for the faithful of the people who like the movie and everything, and the fans of Guardians of the Galaxy, they may or may have not been disappointed that their favorite favorite movie didn't get a dedicated,
Yeah.
console game. Any Marvel movie, it seems like, has a game with it. That releases almost at that around that time. And there, you might have been disappointed not to see one for that show or for that movie. But Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes 2.0 edition might be what you're looking for. So, in addition to launching with Adventures and Spider-Man themed playsets, the Toys to Life follow-up also support a standalone Guardians of the Galaxy adventure on day one.
Huh.
So, yep, that's might be where you want to go look. So, cool little screenshot here that I'm seeing. So,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that Disney Infinity is something that, or the 2.0,
Yeah.
it's something that I'm really on the fence on. I think I mentioned earlier that, so my son's 6 years old and he's starting to learn how to read, and he read that sign at Target.
Nice.
And it's coming. It's like, look, Dad, Disney Infinity 2 with superheroes.
You can't take kids into stores anymore and try to hide things from them.
Oh yeah. What was I thinking? I was so naive. But it does look pretty cool, and I'm in some ways a little excited about it myself. There's a really cool set that Amazon has. It's $120. It's like their premium set, but you get a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah.
And if you buy it all separately, it winds up being like $150, $160. So you save like $35. And I've been on the fence about getting that, and it's coming up soon because it's releasing on Tuesday, I think, this week, if I remember right. But I'm really curious to see what the differences are, how much different it is playing on next gen versus a game that's now about a year and a half old.
Yeah.
So when did that come out? Last year, or was it the year before?
Disney Infinity?
Yeah.
Because
I remember it came out like in late summer.
I don't think it was last year. I think it might have been the year before.
So 2 years ago. Okay.
About the time everything like that was popular. So
yeah.
But,
yeah, because it came out like in the second round of Skylanders.
Yeah, the Giants and stuff.
Yeah, when the Giants came out, and then the Swap Force came out after, or whatnot. But anyway, sort of interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another money sink. Then Castle Storm Definitive Edition is coming out on Xbox One and the PS4 this coming week. It's going to be $10, a mere $10. And if you missed out on it last year, you can catch it on the next gen, current gen, whatever you want to call it. The Definitive Edition has 1080p in it, hopefully on both platforms. And then people, that's one thing I haven't heard in a while, the 1080p comparison. I think people finally gave up on that, or maybe the media stopped caring, about how the PS4 had everything in 1080p and Xbox had like something less. But there's 1080p, a collection of new gameplay modes and features that weren't around in the original release. It also includes a From Outcast to Savior and Warrior Queen expansions, which were both previously released as DLC for the PS3 and other platforms. So look for it on September 24th, again for $10.
Okay, real quick, Wingman 709 has popped into the chat, and he's like, "Where's my favorite host?" I said, "Look in the mirror," because maybe he's talking about himself, and he says, "Oh, Rob is there." Haha. Very nice.
That's right.
I put the link to this story because I want to know if everybody gets, obviously everybody probably could get a different advertisement off to the right hand side of the story you just read, but I'm looking at it and it says get it now on Steam, and it's a game called Road Redemption. and I think this was the Steam Green, the Green Light games or whatever they call their Green Light.
Yeah.
Um, and it's a Road Rash remake.
Okay.
So for all you guys out there that remember Road Rash
Yep.
and playing it on the Sega and stuff like that, uh,
Sega.
yeah, Sega. Um, that game was freaking awesome. So,
Yeah.
but all right. BioWare's Green Cloud is rated 15 plus in Australia. So I know we have our Australian uh, fans out there. Um, it is going to be classified as a 15 plus mature and is listed as having strong violence and sexual themes with moderate nudity and language. The summary also mentions online interactivity, um, which is interesting given BioWare's recently stated that 4-player co op mode will run parallel to the main campaign in Dragon Age Inquisition. So, 15 plus. They do have it rough down there when it comes to gaming in Australia. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But,
Very controlled.
yeah.
Hmm.
But, cool.
All right.
All right.
Next up, Need for Speed Rivals Complete Edition. It was not complete before, but now it is. It's going to be out on October 21st in North America, 24th in Europa, and not the moon, the region of the Earth.
Okay.
Okay, Europe. I guess I should say it properly. And it's going to have all 6 of the games previously released DLC packs are going to be in it. It's going to be released. This complete edition is going to be released on the PS4, Xbox One, PS3, 360, and PC through that Origin business. The full DLC list is going to be the Ferrari Edition Special Complete Pack, Simply Jaguar Complete Pack, Concept Lamborghini Complete Pack, the Koenigsegg Agera 1 Complete Movie Pack, and the Loaded Garage Pack. Each of those has a whole bunch of stuff in it. I'm not going to read them all here, but it's definitely a lot of stuff that you're going to be getting with it. So if you missed it first time around and you really want to play it, then October 21st. But I think at that time we'll all be playing Forza Horizon 2. And
Yep.
we won't care about this game too much. But
Cool.
that's Need for Speed Rivals Complete Edition.
All right. D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die is now available for Xbox One.
Yeah.
That's about it. I wasn't actually following up on this game at all, so I'm not exactly sure what it is.
I remember us
A
talking about it.
a time traveling detective has to solve his wife's murder before he can prevent it, using his supernatural ability to dive into the world of the living past by touching artifacts called mementos to find out the truth behind his wife's death.
The Fresh Maker.
Yep. That's
This
kind
is,
of a it's kind of a cool concept, actually.
Yeah, this
for a
is
story.
done by that guy, Swery65. They talked about him in the reveal, I believe it was, for the Xbox One way back last year. And I think all 3 of us were basically like, who is this guy? We really didn't know much about him, but Swery65 supposedly makes some really interesting storylines, some like cult favorites in terms of games, and this game is really strange. It's very strange. It's kind of like cell shaded animation graphics, and it uses the Kinect in, I guess, a newer way, at least one that I haven't seen. You can play this game either all controller, or you can play it in conjunction with the Kinect. So there's various things that you have to move, like you do something with your hands and you might catch something on the screen, or they showed in some of the videos, like you go with your hand and you pick up fortune cookies and such. and smash him on the table to get the stuff out. But it's I was really surprised that it's a $15 game, and it's something that definitely piqued my interest. And at $15, I was like, hmm, I might just pick it up. But I haven't basically done that yet. I haven't jumped on it, but it appears to be something different and special, and uh, I'd be curious to see what the reviews on it are. At least I'm not talking about like professional reviews, but at least from our community for the people that have picked it up, because I know some people have grabbed it
Hmm.
just to see what they think of it.
All right, you're up.
I guess it's my turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Battleborn gameplay trailer was released, and that's a game from, was it Bungie? No. Oh, who's the studio that does this?
Battleborn.
Yeah, who the heck was that? It's a huge studio. They just, not Bungie.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Gearbox? No.
Yeah, Gearbox.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is Gearbox's next game,
Yeah.
and they released a trailer a couple of weeks back, and it was a really strange trailer. You really didn't know what was going on. You just saw that these characters were just running and they were being chased by this huge horde of creatures, and then one character would be running, then be joined by another character, then they go to fight off, and it kind of just they would do the big battle.
Mm-hmm.
And the graphics are interesting. It's really I think of it kind of like a strange anime type of look to it, and you didn't really know too much from it back then, but they've released a gameplay trailer which people are saying is basically Borderlands meets Dota, and you might want to check it out. It's definitely interesting if you like that kind of thing, and for those of you that like those style of games, I'm sure you know about it already.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer's a little bit over 2 minutes long, and give it a look.
Cool. All right. Square Enix unveils cloud gaming business.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Shinra Technologies, but I probably pronounced that wrong. But
You gotta say it more violently. Shinra.
all right. What they're saying is they aim to deliver revolutionary cloud-based gaming. A newly launched subsidiary helmed by, oh my gosh, yeah, the former president of the Japanese publisher. So, of a or the, I guess that's really interesting. So, publisher cutely named after the company in Final Fantasy VII. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's just another cloud-based technology that we'll have to see how it goes because, I mean, Sony's still trying to release theirs from Gaikai and all that stuff, but and then there's rumors of Microsoft coming out with theirs, and so who knows what's happening, but that's where we're at.
Oh yeah.
So, and now Square Enix, I like some of their games, and obviously they make great Japanese RPGs and stuff because they make Hitman and Deus Ex and stuff like that. But their stuff takes forever to come out. Their stuff takes forever, and you don't get me wrong. If they take forever to make something, that's great. That's fine. I don't say anything about that. But I mean,
Right.
hey, we got cloud-based tech. We're gonna revolutionize gaming. Oh, in what 2020? So, but yeah. All right.
Okay. September 30th, 2014 is a special day for a lot of us because Forza Horizon 2 is coming out. If that's not why it's special for you, it's probably because Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor is going to be coming out on the same day. So this game is available for pre-order, like a lot of these games that are coming out now. So pre-order the game, and then you can play it 12:01 a.m. Pacific or something like that. on that day because it'll preload onto your Xbox One. And yeah, very cool. Big day for gaming that day.
Yep. Yep. Arcade style shoot 'em up Raiden 5 is coming to Xbox One. Um, so a teaser trailer was also shown at Microsoft TGS booth, and it is tracing its origins back to 1990 release of Raiden in arcade. The vertically scrolling series saw multiple ports and releases across 16 and 32-bit consoles. So there you go. Coming to Xbox One.
Yeah.
Right.
And moving on, the Video Game History Museum is going to be setting up roots in Frisco, Texas. They've got a 10,000 square foot space in the Frisco Discovery Center, and they should be up and running by April. I guess that's April of next year, April 2015. That's I guess going to be pretty sweet, depending on what they have. Because for a lot of us that have been into video games for years and years, it'll probably be like a, you know, like a time capsule where you
Mhm.
get to see all those systems that you played for years and years. And I imagine this would probably also span into um, the coin operated uh, field as well. So they probably have the coin op and the home consoles and such. But there's a museum now dedicated to our hobby, and 10,000 square feet is actually a decent amount of space. It's not super huge, but they can fit a lot of stuff in there. That's for sure. So if we're going to be anywhere near Frisco in the future, definitely might want to stop in there and check it out.
Cool. For our final story, a little bit of bad news and the reason for the name of the show. Um, it's real quick. Xbox One launch in China is delayed, so not a good thing. We're looking hopefully at China to boost some of those sales, but
Oh yeah.
following the lift of China's ban on gaming consoles in January, Microsoft poised itself to introduce the nation to the Xbox One on September 23rd. However, that was delayed, and the launch date has been now given that general by the end of the year type of statement. As says, despite strong and steady progress, we are going to need a bit more time to deliver the best experience possible to our fans in China, the statement reads, noting that Microsoft is working with IPTV partner Best TV to meet its end of the year launch goal. Even with the delay, corporate vice president added that Microsoft is thrilled with the response we've seen in China, including pre orders beyond our expectations and growing anticipation of our launch. So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Microsoft is still inviting fans to the event on September 22nd at the Oriental Pearl Tower, where games will be playable and 100 Xbox One consoles will be given away. Um, so they're still doing that. So they're still doing that, which is good, which is really good. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, a little sad it's the delay, but if they need it, they need it. So
Yeah, they got to launch properly in there and not
yeah, not screwed up.
botch it or anything. Yeah.
Yep. So all
And
right.
hopefully it'll be a big hit. There's
Yep.
a lot of people over there.
Yep.
And hopefully it's not too expensive.
All right.
Because I know they have like the majority of people are fairly poor from what I understand.
Yep. All right.
Not that we're rich here, but
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
So
Yeah. That's it.
yep. Moving on. If you want to get your voice in the show, and to ask us a question, you can send us a voicemail. If you go to thisxboxlife.com, on the right hand side of the website, you'll see um, send a voicemail. So click that, follow a few steps, and boom, you'll be in the show. Also, we have a Facebook, facebook.com/groups/47502046475. I like that link. So nope, search for this Xbox Life. It's a closed community, but request, and we'll get you in there. Great group of people. So Everybody's wonderful. One last thing is we are on Twitter. This Xbox Life is our Twitter handle, so check us out there. We post things, stories that we see in the news, things like that, funny stuff. Get out there and check it out.
Yeah.
And then Rob, do we have anything new coming out this week?
Oh, you bet, man. You bet. There's a whole bunch of stuff in comparison to most weeks lately. For the 360, we've got a couple of things.
Okay.
First off, we have FIFA 15. It seems like FIFA 14 just came out just the other day, but no, that was a long time ago. So FIFA 15 is going to be out on September 23rd. That is Tuesday.
Yep.
Yes, that's Tuesday.
Yep.
And then we had mentioned it a little bit ago, Disney Infinity 2.0 Marvel Superheroes. That one is also coming out on Tuesday. And then for the 360, we also have Dark Souls 2 Crown of the Ivory King coming out on Wednesday. Moving over to the Xbox One, Disney Infinity 2.0 edition, like we had just mentioned, it's coming out for both platforms. FIFA 15 again, and then Defense Grid 2. I'm excited about this one.
Good.
Defense Grid 1 was awesome. I totally passed it by, but when they gave it out for free, I loved it.
Yep.
Well, I loved it because it was free and because it was a good game.
Yep. I think Wing's looking forward to that one too.
Oh, yeah.
If I remember right. If he's still in here, he can say yes. Yes, I am. So.
Yeah, so like these games here, if you get them right away so you can play them, because there's a lot of even awesomer stuff coming out the following week. Okay,
well, if they can,
Forza Horizon 2. If
you're telling them to get them right now, get them quick. Where can they do that at?
Oh, very good question, my friend. That is the Amazon link or you can go through our Amazon link and get it from Amazon. Just go to thisxboxlife.com/Amazon or go to thisxboxlife.com and click on the Amazon affiliate link in the upper right-hand corner of the sidebar.
All right. Cool. Well, so you want to hear a story about my shirt?
Yes.
Why I have an Xbox shirt on?
Yeah.
Okay. So, my friends gave it to me.
Oh, that's a lame story.
Did you think I got an Xbox One? So, no, I have not gotten an Xbox One yet. No, my buddy saw it and
sucks.
I know. I did that on purpose. I thought it'd be fun. Sorry for the horrible joke. Vengeful thought he was going to be on Facebook again. But he is not, if he's still waiting until I buy an Xbox One to use Facebook. No, my buddies were on business over in, they went up to Oregon.
Okay.
They're in Portland, and they went to the Microsoft store, and they were kind of throwing them out. So they snagged me one. I was like, oh, I'll wear this on the podcast. I'll say, I wonder why I have this Xbox shirt on, and see what they do. So sorry for the cruel joke, everybody.
You know what? You can say, I've got an Xbox One
T-shirt. T-shirt. Yeah. So, but
cool shirt.
Yeah. I did, however, I did buy Destiny. I did buy it for the 360 and hopes to play it on the Xbox One. And actually playing Destiny has kind of given me a little push toward the, I really want to get one now. So that's a good thing. Just give me some time. I'm working on some stuff, people. Okay. So, but yeah. Sorry, everybody, for the cruel joke.
What a tease! What a tease!
But I did get an iPhone. So.
Dude, you should have ditched that iPhone and gotten yourself an Xbox One instead.
Nah.
iPhone. Yeah.
So.
I won't go there.
All right. But
all right.
That's all I got, everybody. Thanks for sticking it out. Hopefully, the show and sound was good. So everything should have worked out. But I'm done. So I bet if Brun stands up, the rest of the shirt says "wanted." No, actually, it says Xbox, and on the back it says "Please, honey." As I walk by, and she reads the back of it. So, but all right, that's all. I'm Brun, BJ Swick33.
Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody. Catch y'all next week.